Yeah, what's up? I'm on this thing scrolling and having me a good time and learning tonight. The Cougar Talks FMLA. Now let me tell y'all how I ended up here. So I was in the room, right? Just looking at videos, just scrolling. So out of nowhere, uh, this black lady comes on there and she said, y'all better start taking y'all using y'all FMLAs or whatever. And I don't really know too much about this stuff, but I'm starting to learn or whatever. Well, this how it happened. I was scrolling, looking at regular, you know, things or whatever, regular videos, and then this woman come on and she like y'all better start learning to use y'all FMLAs or whatever, y'all time away from y'all jobs or whatever. Um, these managers is, bullying y'all, and these coworkers all come together like, I don't know if she called it gang stalking or something. It was a certain name for between the managers and the other employees, how they all doing. So this is a big thing worldwide. And so she was saying that you could get FMLA for mental health to get yourself together, that you need to go see a doctor, and he probably will put you on Medicaid or whatever. You have to see him, I think she said, for about 30 days or whatever, and tell him what's going on or whatever. And you can apply get the paperwork through your job at HR or whatever for this FMLA. So I liked the video. And when you like the video, it'll start sending you those type of videos or whatever. So they start popping up everywhere. So this other black lady, now some of these people that after they start sending me the videos was people that actually work in HR and was telling you, how you can do it or whatever and what you need to do or whatever. And so they was like, check your states, because some people were saying that they got paid 100% for FMLA, and then some people were saying that they didn't get paid at all. So they was like, check your states, because different cities and states vary is if you get unpaid leave for being off on a mental issue that's your job, your employer is causing you. So I checked to see if Illinois offers it, and it doesn't. Okay, so now I done watched about 5 or 6 videos, or maybe 7 or 8. I'm gonna go back in here and watch them. And so now they starting to talk loopholes, saying that if you don't qualify to get paid through the FMLA, then use your STD. And at the time, y'all, I ain't thinking, when I hear STD, I'm thinking that chlamydia, gonorrhea, trichomonas, and bacteria vaginosis. Check your STDs. And then I kept on reading for a while, and then I got a short-term disability. Okay, here we go, because I didn't know what the hell y'all was talking about, some check your STDs. So if you don't get it, money through the FMLA in the city or the state, then you can use short-term disability. Now, with the short-term disability, there's a catch to it. You get paid, I think they said, anywhere from 60 to 67% of your paycheck, depending on if you part-time or if you full-time. And some cities and states, they say they can cap up or whatever. And then some were saying like up to the first 12 weeks or something they would pay, the first 100%. And then after a while, it'll start decreasing or whatever. Like if your job has short-term disability and it goes through, I don't know if they said life med or midlife or all these different, insurances or whatever, then you could get paid that way. That way you will keep some of your money. And when I looked, it said like you can get a check for like $350 or whatever. Like I said, it's different factors determine how uh you would get paid or how you would get a check or whatever. But then who gonna pay the other percentage? And then the downside of that is, come to find out that even off of that money that you get, if you go that route and get short-term disability, it's still taxable. So you still gonna have to pay money on that, which can lesser what you need to, because you still trying to survive, and that's still not enough because that's still not all of your check. So I'm assuming these women that's on here, maybe they have husbands or something, and the ones that can take the FMLA, maybe they got husbands that got good paying jobs, because every video I done watched so far, only thing I keep hearing is unpaid. That's all I hear is unpaid. I don't watch a video for 30 minutes or watch it for 15 minutes or watch it for an hour. I can't get past the unpaid part. But a lot of people are saying that they in toxic environments and it's draining their mental health, and they on here encouraging women to start using their FMLAs or their short-term disabilities so they can get themselves together, get their mental right. And they were saying like, when you take the FMLA or take the short-term disability, don't use it as a vacation and then hope when you go back to work that things is going to be right, because chances are they're not. Use it as a way to find you another employment, or to decide if you want to go back, or decide if you want to start your own business, or if you want to do something different. But a lot of women are making these videos encouraging people to use their time or whatever. But then some people are on here saying that when they used it, they were retaliated against, and some people were saying that they ended up getting fired, or their position was different, or something happened or whatever, which I don't understand that part. I ain't got that deep into it. But then they talked about people abusing it, like people was just coming to work like one day, out. I don't know. They would call in or say, this job too stressful for me. I'm clocking out. I'm going home. Like they was abusing it and using it to their advantage, and was saying that people was seeking out doctors, that the doctors was taking $10,000 payments to to write these FMLAs and write these short terms to get them out of work. If they had $10,000, they could go talk to the doc and get some relief from not having to work. So it sounds like a lot of pros and cons to this. But like I said, mostly everybody's concern was, even though the women on here pushing this, was how was they gonna get their mental health together? And now they ain't got no money. They trying to figure out where they gonna be able to pay their bills from, because now they really finna be in depression. They ain't got no damn money. Shit finna be leaving. So, it's something to think about. But like I said, this thing is going on all over the place. These women out here pushing this stuff, and these HR people in here talking about it and telling you different loopholes or different ways. You go to the hospital, and when you go see your doctor, you tell him what's going on and take your evidence that you have, and let him work with you for a second, and then but then some people say that it's not as easy to get as people might think it is. I was reading up under the comments where some people had surgeries and had different stuff where they actually needed to be off, and when they took it and went back, they was let go like 2 days after, and all of this crazy stuff. So I don't know, but I just know I'm in here learning about it. But like I said, if don't nobody got no partner, I don't think they should be pushing the FMLA thing because you ain't getting no money. But I mean, I understand what they saying, that people should take time off and get their mental health together and go see a doctor and get on medication and stuff. And this one woman was talking about how her job makes her so sick, like when Monday comes around, like how she get real shaky and stuff like that. And I don't know. I'm just on here learning or whatever. But like I said, the check that you get for short term that I seen, that like I said, they said you could get like $350, but then they gonna take taxes out of that, so some ain't gonna get paid or paid effectively or something. I don't know. It's just it's a catch-22 because people do need to start using these things, but then they can't use these things because they ain't gonna have no income, or they ain't gonna have enough income to take advantage of the perk or whatever to get themselves together. So it's really a catch-22. It just depends on what type of predicament you in. But then, like I said, some women got husbands, work nice jobs, constructions, and got their own businesses and stuff like that. Then they can do them type of things or whatever. But if a woman is a sole provider, or she the one that got a man and he ain't even got no damn job, and he's looking at her to take care of him, and he driving her car and eating her food and bumping her music and all this and that, hell, her ass can't even take off. And he part of the problem that she can't take off. Just depending on what type of situation you in. Well, let me get in here and finish learning about this crap. Y'all know what we gonna do. I guess they see. Mwah.